Success isn't promised, it's granted. I've, for the last year or so, a few years, all my life, I've been trying to become very successful at writing and directing narrative films, and I think in the last few years I've reached a point where I'm trying to figure out, how do I teach it to people? How do I help others be successful at this? And like I'm still on my own journey of trying to find success, and I'm trying at the same time to help people if I can, because I think I'm so disillusioned by the film industry, and I came to love it so much in the past that I wanted to be like the filmmakers that inspired me. There's filmmakers like I think I started with Spielberg, was the first filmmaker who made me realize, oh wait, I can do this. Listening to his interview for the Actors Studio. And then there's I think the filmmakers who speak the most to me are Nolan, probably Tarantino and Tarkovsky. Probably Tarantino, as in I like that he's a writer-director. I don't really agree with his worldview of things anymore, or the way he makes movies. Just kind of, they're very, I don't know, there's just a lot of evil, and it's not actually providing anything nourishing to the soul. But I still love his movies, don't get me wrong. But I love Nolan films, I love Tarkovsky films. I want to be my own writer-director someday, and I'm working at it. I'm working my first feature film. I've made so many short films, and I feel like I've gone on such a journey to improve at that. But in this meantime, I've been trying to also figure out along the way, how do you help others do the same? Why? And the question is, why am I doing that? And why? What is bothering me about that lately? I think what's bothering me about it lately is I'm realizing there is no guaranteed path. I haven't even figured out what it is for me. There is no set path, and I haven't even discovered my path. I'm still working at it. And for me right now, I'm making the feature film I always dreamed of. I wrote the best script. I've spent over 10, 15 years learning how to write a feature script that not only but others like. I wrote a 400-page steaming pile of garbage once I burned it. I've spent 3 years working on a World War II film that I have to now rewrite and flip it to be the opposite of what it is. I've done a lot of projects, and I've gotten to a point where, and I'm an overthinker with everything. I overdo everything. I'm a perfectionist. But I finally got to a point where I know, okay, I've got the feature script I'm always wanted to make, and I'm directing it. We're on day 5 tomorrow of shooting it, and there's been a lot of lessons and things I'm learning, and I'm realizing I could have started this journey way sooner. But then again, I'm grateful for where I'm at now in my filmmaking and craft, and where I am as a person, because I don't think I was as equipped as I needed to be to do what I'm doing now. There's been a lot of lessons in the past that I've had to learn on dealing with when it comes to people, when it comes to my work, when it comes to just being prolific and working really hard at it. I didn't have the work ethic I have now, and I'm sure I won't have the work ethic now that I will have in the future. There's so many things about me that keep growing and improving. The one problem though, when it comes to I'm realizing, me teaching this, why do I feel this burden on my heart to do it? I think these YouTube videos will be my free way of doing it for now, and doing it daily, these videos daily. It helps me kind of chew on what I'm learning and put it out there, and also just overthink. But how do I teach this, and why? Why is it important to me? Well, how I teach it, I have to become successful myself in my own right, and I'm not there yet. And how does someone go about, why do I care? Honestly, I don't know. I just know it's kind of like people ask, why do you do jiu-jitsu? I heard about it years ago, 5 years before I started doing it, and for 5 years I wanted to do it, and I finally did it. And the same is true of this channel. Like, I'm probably going to put these on the podcast platforms. I've always wanted to teach what I know and what I'm learning. And I always wanted to do like create an educational platform, even if like I'm still learning it as I go. I'm a student here. I'm a student when it comes to filmmaking, faith, and life. And I want to create that resource because right now my goal is to just be a guinea pig, in the sense of I am going full bore on my dreams and what I'm trying to do, and I want to put it out there. And I don't know why, to be honest, except that like if when I am successful, knock on wood, when I am successful, I shouldn't do that. That wood doesn't have any power. God does. I'm trying to like get rid of different OCD quirks or different rituals. Like I stopped, putting power over my odometer numbers, because I used to think it was cool whenever it was like this one specific number. Grow up, Tom. But yeah, I think every video I make is just a rung on the ladder towards wherever I'm going. And once I get where I'm going, then all of these videos will make sense. And I just think the reason for them, if I am creating that ladder, I'm very disillusioned by the fact that I never had this resource. I want to be one of the best writer-directors in the world, and no one teaches that. It's just such a lonely journey. Honestly, that might be it. I didn't even expect myself to be emotional about it. Yeah, no one teaches this. But why is it that I feel like I've always had this burden on my heart to do it? This has always been what I wanted to achieve. And I'm realizing right now how hard it is. It is just relentless hard work. And there's no guarantee. Like, it's not just that it's hard work. I don't care if it's hard work. I love working hard at it. But it's a realization of like, yeah, it might not work out. It's up to God. It's in His hands. I have faith that I am doing exactly what He wants me to do right now. I think I'm doing what He wants me to do. It took me a while to get here. I didn't expect to get where I'm at. I mean, I'm kind of in disbelief a little bit. It's awesome. But the sense of like, am I put here for another purpose? Am I doing this right now because this is just a stepping stone to whatever I do next in life? I hope not. I mean, in the sense of a stepping stone, I think if it involves more filmmaking and getting better at it, yeah, sure, but I don't know. I just know, I need to look at it this way. I'm overthinking this. I think that by me pursuing this, that's all that matters. I'd be a coward if I stopped pursuing it. I believe that. I believe I'd be a coward if I gave up on this dream. So I'm going to just keep moving forward at it. And I don't know whether it'll work out, but I'm just going to keep at it. But that's fine. I'm learning lately. Maybe not. I don't need to know. And that should be actually a topic for a video. But I'm learning when it comes to OCD and overthinking and anxiety. There's a lot of things that you want to have certainty over, and that's just you obsessing over something and then trying to create rituals and whatnot to create certainty. But it's not actually creating. It's like a drug effect where you're just giving yourself something temporary, and then you have withdrawal, and then you need more to soothe the uncertainty. And when you just have to be okay with uncertainty. So success is not promised, it's granted. And so you have to work relentlessly towards it. And only God can grant it. And you have to just work at the thing that you feel called to by God. And hopefully, if you make it work, you leave a ladder for someone else to climb up the same path. And I think the reason why I want to see others succeed. I want to see cinema make a comeback in the sense of more auteurs. I miss having auteurs that you can go to the movie theaters to see. I want to see filmmakers who that's what they love to do. That's what they do. That's what they love, And I don't see that much anymore. Sometimes you do. But what does that look like? Because how do those filmmakers get into theaters? How do they... I don't even think they can exist except for maybe on YouTube. But I don't think I've ever gone on YouTube to watch a filmmaker or an independent filmmaker. Honestly, until I was an independent filmmaker, I don't think I was going out seeking independent films by like filmmakers at my level. And I say my level, I don't mean that in like an egotistical way. I mean like we're not at the high rung. We're not in the big leagues. We're just trying to figure it out. But I have gone to see movies and at premieres and whatnot of filmmakers at my level, and I've actually really enjoyed them. Like I've gone to see some movies where I was like, you know what? I was, I'm really impressed. This felt like a story. This felt like a movie. And that's what it should feel like. But it's hard to find... It's hard to get to that point where you actually make those films and get others to care. And I think they care by you making something good. I don't know. Trying to think. I think I'm grappling with this because maybe I think it's just uncertainty. But I also question is like, are we making movies for the same reasons the filmmakers that we love and look up to make their movies? Is there some difference in how we're doing it that they did it differently that separates us from them? Or is it just that they had a lot of success and money backing them, and they also had a culture of people who love going to see movies and still appreciated movies, and they also had access to putting their films in theaters? I think there is one thing that keeps it connected and not separated. It's that we all love what we do. We love making movies. And if you love making movies, that's what matters. And finding a way to support yourself doing that is what matters. I think at the end of the day, that's what matters to me, is I want to be able to support myself doing what I love and also support a family, If there's any prayer request I could give to anyone, it's pray that I'm able to find a way to make movies and be a great husband and father to someone while doing what I love, and also making the world a better place with my films and helping other filmmakers make films that do the same. If I could be successful at what I do and help other filmmakers do the same and make films that we believe makes the world a better place, I think that would be the highest aim I can think of. And I think that's why I think about it, I overthink about it, is I want to aim as high as possible. And for me, I think that's it. So this started out as a bit of a ponderance of, there is no guarantee of success. But I guess success is like anything of value in life, including faith. There's a narrow path, a narrow gateway, and you have to walk it very carefully. And that's what you all have to go down if you want to be great at something and successful and do what you love and to help others do the same. It's a very narrow path, same as getting into heaven. But you get on that path, you stay on that path, and you help others on that path as well. Hope this video was helpful, and I appreciate you watching. If you want to support the channel, like, comment, subscribe to help the algorithm. If you need help with something, if I can serve you in some way, I don't know if I'm qualified for that, but I know if God calls me through your question, He will qualify me. So what is God calling you to do right now that you feel unqualified for that maybe I can help? It's a loaded question, but I whatever I can do, I'd like to help. Leave it in the comments or on the screen. There should be an email that you can reach out to or link to it. Again, I appreciate you watching. Pray you have a great day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you next time. Later. Bye.